Hi, this is Kyle with K-Debate. I just got out of the shower a little while ago and I was playing with my hair and I thought it looked really funny, but I wanted to make a video anyway, so I do apologize if that's distracting. I just don't really care how my hair looks right now because it's still all wet. Anyway, this video is going to be about nutrition. I know I haven't really talked about, I've talked about health and things like that, but I wanted to talk about the vitamins and minerals that you need in your body. I'm going to be pretty vague because I don't know exactly what you need in what increments, but I can tell you, because I've been trying to boost my healthy food intake and healthy. When you say healthy food, you actually mean the good stuff instead of the bad stuff, because everything has stuff in it. Most of it just passes through your body without doing anything. The flavor. But I'm talking about fats are generally bad unless you get the very specific one, and also certain vitamins and minerals in large amounts are really bad. You actually need a very small amount of iodine in your diet. That's why they iodize salt. So sodium chloride with iodine, three horrible poisons mixed together into salt, something you need to live. I always thought that was funny growing up, but it's true. So sodium chloride is salt, and iodine is very small amounts of iodine. Microscopic amounts of iodine is required. Otherwise, you get very sick. And it's like scurvy. You need vitamin C. If you don't have vitamin C, you die in a horrible way. I don't mean like wasting away to nothing. I mean your eyes fall out. Your skin starts to fall off. You melt and die if you don't get vitamin C. It is not pretty. When you go on boats for a very long time ago, they didn't have fresh fruit. So they would die of scurvy. That's why you say, "You scurvy dog." It was an insult. But you really, really need to know. Vitamin C nowadays is everywhere. Everything, juices, multivitamin. I mean, vitamin C is water soluble. It's a water soluble vitamin, which means you can ingest as much as you want, and it just passes through your body after it takes what it needs. If I filled this cup with vitamin C tablets, condensed vitamin C, 2,000% of your daily vitamin necessary intake of vitamin C. If I filled this cup with those tiny little tablets, I would not overdose on vitamin C. I would overdose on the food coloring they put in those tablets before I would overdose on the vitamin C. Other vitamins are very different. Not all of them, but if it's fat soluble, like vitamin D can kill you. My friend overdosed on vitamin D and it almost killed her. It is really bad. So you have to figure out, first of all, what your intake is, because certain foods have different amounts in them, such as oranges have a lot of vitamin C. Most citrus fruits do. Actually, all of them I believe. Vitamin C is very common, but you don't have to worry about it. As long as you eat normally, you'll get it. There are biocarotene found in carrots. It's found in a couple of things, but mostly carrots. You can overdose on that and die. But those are the two main ones I remember. Do you know any other fat-soluble vitamins besides D and biocarotene? I don't know. Nah, that's okay. I was just asking. I couldn't remember any other ones specifically. I think vitamin E, right?
Sounds like a Wikipedia question.
It is. I should have done more research. But that's what I always want to say. I say do your own research. I can tell you stuff all day. Whether I'm right or wrong doesn't matter. Because I say do your own research. Prove me wrong if I'm wrong. I want you to do that. So fat-soluble means, and I'll explain this, it means it stays in your body instead of being flushed out with water. It means it'll actually connect to your fat. This is mostly skin, but it'll go into your fat and will not condense, but it'll build up and build up and build up. And when that fat gets burned for energy, or just if you ingest too much at one time, it'll go into your system again and it'll hit you. And there's a lot of things that'll do that. It'll go into your fat reserves, and once that fat starts to get dissolved or whatever, it'll start flooding your system with the stuff that you don't want, not in that increment. Think of it like an iceberg. You freeze something in this big thing of ice, and when the ice starts to melt, it starts being released. So that's the best way I can think of it. So, running around getting energy, and then it goes, and you die. So you don't want that. What else? Iron. I've been doing medical research, so they're doing a lot of blood draws. You can see right there. Saw the scab. Some people think I'm on drugs, which technically I am because I'm in a medical thing. But they took a lot of my blood. A lot of it. 600 milligrams. That's I think a little bit more than when you donate blood. So I was really, really tired. And they said, iron. You need iron and fluids and a lot of meats and a lot of things to rebuild your blood supply. Otherwise, I can become anemic. Anemia is where you don't have enough of those things in your blood that move the oxygen around, and then it hurts you. You can become pale, and you become weak, and that actually happened. It actually happened to me a little bit, and I can tell because my fingernails are starting to turn white. White here, and then there's purple. And not a dark purple like when you smash your finger, but it's not getting oxygen in my fingernails, and it's an early warning for me. So I've been paying attention to that, and I knew this already, but I was even telling doctors, and they didn't know this. It's not just meats. Cream of wheat. I said cream of wheat has 50% of your daily necessary without not counting the boost of it you need. I obviously need more than normal because I gave blood, but it has so much iron in it. 50% of a normal daily amount of iron in one serving. And that's a little bowl. You need a steak for that. And you can't always eat a steak because it has a lot of other random stuff in it too, and you get a stomach ache. This stuff's really easy on my stomach, especially when you're feeling nauseous because you're all messed up from medicine. So I said, and I was telling one person who was sitting next to me, he's like, yeah, I've been eating meat all the time and I have a stomach ache. So what about cream of wheat? It's like, no, there's no iron in that. It's like, no, you're thinking of oatmeal. Oatmeal has no protein. It's oats. I mean, there's nothing in it, and that's why it's healthy. It fills you up and it has basic grain. But cream of wheat has all kinds of stuff in it. It's like, get it. They say, what? Really? And then I told the same thing to a doctor. He was a real doctor, 12 years of medical school and all this stuff. And I was like, did you know cream of wheat had 50% of your daily necessary vitamin? Iron's technically a mineral, but it's something you need. So I just considered it. He's like, no, it doesn't. He actually said that. No, it doesn't. It's like, no, you're thinking of cream of wheat. And he's like, oh, what? And his eyes got up. It's like, I didn't know that. It's like, you better start telling people. Look it up yourself, and then when you find out it's true, tell other people. Because you do so many blood draws here, you need to tell them. And I was like, yes, I'm educating people. I love this. A doctor didn't know. And I was like, I love that. Now, he wasn't a nutritionist. They would probably know, but he was just a doctor. And I was like, they're supposed to be smarter than me. But I knew this one little bit of information he didn't know, and I was really happy about that. Because it's educating people. I love that. Let's see. What else? I was telling random people that because a lot of people can't eat a lot of meat. The older people, they just don't have the digestion. It gives them stomach aches. It gives them, it messes up their metabolisms. It makes, they don't have the money for steak or something like that. It's like I've been buying hamburger meat, and it's greasy, and I don't like it, and it makes me nauseous when I eat too much grease. So like oatmeal. I have toast with it, and I have juice with it, and it's everything I need. And lots of water. And I was like, yes. But nutrition, a cast iron pot leaches iron into your food because it's iron. People don't understand this. It's like, no, it's a pot. It's like, yes, but it's made of iron. You thought the iron in your food isn't iron? It is. If you scratch the pot and eat the shavings, you'll get, it's like an iron pill. I mean, you shouldn't do that, but if you need iron and there's no iron anywhere, you can just like chew on it a little bit. I mean, obviously you'll hurt your teeth, but you know, it will put iron into your body. People don't understand that. It's not something different. It's the same thing. So when you cook with it, when you heat it up and stir stuff, I made oatmeal in a cast iron pot. And it has so much iron in it. I did not have low iron when they tested it. Like, everyone had low iron. I didn't have low iron because I was eating cream of wheat and meat and cast iron pots, and I was like, I wasn't eating the cast iron pot, but you know what I mean. I was cooking with them. And it's like, I don't have low iron. I have high, not right now, but I normally have high iron. And maybe that's why I'm crazy, but no, I'm just kidding. I'm just really animated because it's so awesome to be able to say that I told someone something and it made them know something more and it helps them. And I love that. I love that. It's what I really like to do. And iron, you can get too much iron. It's a form of heavy metal poisoning. You don't want a lot of it. But a lot of people don't get enough of a lot of things. So generally, most people spend their lives chronically dehydrated. You're supposed to drink a lot of water. I mean, not a whole bunch of water, but you're supposed to drink a couple of cups a day. I mean, I went, 6 years drinking 1 cup of water a day max. And, when I started drinking more water, I was feeling better. I could run more, and I can do stuff. I stayed hydrated. Now, if I go back to 1 cup a day, I drink 2 or 3 of these a day. Yes, it's full of water. Anyway, I'm getting a little off track. Leaner meats have less fat in it. Less fat means less, what is fat? There's a couple of different kinds of fat. There's saturated, unsaturated. There's a third one. It's that weird stuff that they made. A lot of fast food restaurants use it. I don't remember. That one's bad. The third one. There's saturated, unsaturated, and mono something? I don't remember. To Wikipedia, that stuff was everywhere for like 5 years. Now it's gone. Well, sometimes. Should be. Okay, I'm rambling. Nutrition is good. Nutrition is important. Bananas have potassium, so if you're diabetic, you should eat. If somebody goes into anaphylactic shock, is that right? If somebody passes out who is diabetic and it's from low blood sugar, give them a banana. That'll help them. That's really it. I can't think of anything else. I'm rambling, and that's it. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Peace.